Hey, it's me, MLB. Well, that was very loud. Sorry. Sorry, all the headphone users. Here is chapter 63 of Shattered Image, and this one is titled Moving Towards Hero. After your mum told the story, your dad laughed and got some seconds onto his plate. This is also good, he said. Can I have some for lunch tomorrow? Oh, of course, your mum said with a smile. Yin, would you like to take some? I think there will be enough for your lunch, Dad's lunch, and also some for Sero too, she added with a bright smile. Ugh, Mum, you said with a smirk. Okay, fine, whatever. He'll probably love the chicken. I'll miss out on the chicken then, your dad added in quickly. All of this is good. Give the chicken to Yin and Sero. I'll take the crumbed fish and the stir-fried veggies with rice, he said. You looked at him. The chicken is pretty good, so tell Sero to enjoy it, he said with a wink at you as he got up and put his hands out for your empty plate. At first you just looked at his hand and then looked down at your plate, then connected the dots and lifted it up to give it to him. Thanks, you mumbled. He smiled and then took your mum's plate and walked over to the bench and placed them all down for a second and then opened the dishwasher to check if there were any clean dishes in there before putting the dirty ones in. Did you see the counsellor today? You asked your dad, knowing full well that he had, and he nodded and then gave you a yep as he put the dishes in the dishwasher and then closed it and reached overhead for a clean glass. How many sessions have you had? You asked him. He said with a pause, looking back over his shoulder at your mum. 4, I think. I saw her twice in the first week, once in the second. Oh no, twice in the second, your mum said. Oh, okay, so 5, your dad said. It's been really good. Did you girls want a drink? He then asked, holding up his empty glass to show that he was going to get a drink from the fridge. I'll make a coffee soon, your mum said, and you smirked. Yeah, I'll have a drink, you said. Your dad nodded and then got a second glass down. What one did you want? He asked as he headed to the fridge with the 2 glasses. Coke, you said, and he pulled the fridge open with one finger. Ah, me too, he said. So how many sessions have you had with your psych? He asked you. I think about 4 or 5 as well, you replied, watching as he filled your glass and then his from the dispenser in the fridge. You like your person? He asked as he finished and turned away from the fridge and walked over to place the Coke down in front of you. Yeah, she's okay, you replied. Just lots of going back over childhood stuff. Yeah, same with me, your dad said, taking a sip of his drink as he sat down in his chair again. It's been good though. You don't realise how messy your childhood was until you start talking about it. You huffed through your nose with amusement. Yeah, you replied. You seem happier. I am, your dad said as he slung an arm out across the back of your mum's chair. No more secrets, no more trying to hide or suppress anything. I can just be me, and it's okay to be me and talk about things. Yeah, good, you said with a small smile. Hey, also, I'm going to redo my hero costume, and I think I've got a good hero name now, you added, feeling a little more confident and wanting to talk. Oh yeah? What is it? Your dad asked, taking another sip of his drink. It's the Mirror Maze hero, Labyrinth, you said, and I'm yet to redo my hero costume, but I was thinking of having something maybe with reflective paneling or something in some parts. I don't know yet. I'm going to Google for some inspiration, you said. That's a pretty cool hero name, your dad said with an impressed nod of his head. Labyrinth is short and sharp and easy to remember. Good. It's a lovely hero name, your mum gushed, more excited about you talking more than anything else. Yeah, I just got to get a cool hero outfit and then I'm set. This is my current one, you said, pointing down at your shirt. Is it? Your dad said with surprise, stopping mid-sip to stare at you. I'm not going to tell a fib, but I thought that it was just normal clothes that you were in. Rude, you smirked. Yeah, nah, I didn't take it seriously before, but now I'm being personally trained by a pro hero and he sees my potential, so I'm going to go for it, you said proudly. Oh, your mum gushed. My girl. Pride swelled within you as you sat there grinning. Yeah, watch me be number 1 one day, you said. I expect nothing less, your dad said. When you want to go for something, you really go for it, so give 'em hell, he said with a smirk. You grinned back and then stood up and picked up your glass of Coke. Okay, I'm going to go work on my costume design, so I'll see you later, you said as you turned to go. Thanks for dinner, Mum, and thanks for the Coke, Dad, you said as you walked off. Your mum couldn't help but beam as soon as you had left the room, and your dad looked at her and then chuckled when he saw the look on her face. I assume you're happy, he asked with a knowing look on his face as he leaned across and gave her another kiss on the temple. Oh, happy is an understatement. I'm so excited that she's talking to you again, your mum said with a giant teary smile. We're healing, all of us, she said. I feel like I've made the most progress, your dad said with a smile as he took another sip of Coke. I really should have done this sooner, but hindsight is 20/20, isn't it? Your mum reached out and squeezed his hand that was resting on the table. Oh, I'm just so glad it's happening, she said again with a loved-up smile. While your mum and dad were talking downstairs, you are now back in your room with the costume application form in front of you, reading over all the specifics. You thought as you read it over. Okay, so I need to go with something practical, flexible, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of hand-to-hand combat. I can't have stiff material. And also, I can't have things hanging off me, so it needs to be relatively fitted too. You started Googling different costume ideas and saving a few of them for reference. There was so much out there as far as designs were concerned, and you had to stop yourself from getting overwhelmed when you couldn't narrow down any of the design ideas. Jeez, this is going to be harder than I thought. You thought as you flicked through pictures from one that you'd saved. Okay, I've got the basic fit down part, I think. Something kind of like a fitted suit, like a black Spider-Man suit without the face piece. That'll be a bit of a nod to Henta. His hero costume is fitted too. You then started Googling reflective paneling pieces. I want something that gives a bit of a tip of the hat to the fact that my quirk is a mirror maze, but I don't want the pieces to reflect light, if that makes any sense. It needs to be incognito. Is there any type of material that reflects but in a camouflage way? You then Googled it, and yes, there were. You were stoked. Along with the explanation of how the panels worked, there were also real hero examples of those who used them as part of their outfits, and you grinned when you saw one of the hero pieces in particular. A female hero, with a purple suit that was fitted, had these reflective camouflage pieces that made it look like parts of her middle were missing. Oh, this is so sick, you thought. I wonder if there's a way that I could make it look like my black suit looked shattered, like a mirror, a shattered mirror, because I could have been on the road to being a full-on villain, but I'm breaking that image, that persona, that idea now, and I'm determined to be a hero, you thought, but also like it'd look edgy too, so it'd make me look a little villainous. You smirked as you looked down and started drawing on the page, looking at the picture on your phone for reference as you let your fingers bring together the thoughts and ideas that you had in your mind. The hours ticked by, pencils were thrown across the room, picked back up, screams were released into pillows, but by 2 a.m. you thought you finally had something that you liked, and you held the paper up to look at it one last time before putting it down. Finished, you finally gasped, before flopping back on the bed and passing out. Lights on and clothes still on from your training with Aizawa. And there is the end of chapter 63 for this week. I will see you all next week for more Heard You Like Me and more Sero. I'll see you then.